PR is still a very touchy subject. That's why I'm going to talk about it. Hello, my name is Meg. I have 4 years of experience in PR and I get questions through Instagram DMs and I do reply to all of them, but I thought if this many people were asking for it, maybe it could help more people if I made a video. So let's get started. Has not accepting PR affected you? So I stopped accepting PR from July 2021 and it has actually been great. I can post anything I want at my own pace. I feel like I'm in full control of everything. I actually enjoy creating content and being on Instagram and I'm using things that I already have. I'm hitting pan on so many and I'm actually finishing a lot of them. I'm not growing as much as I used to follower wise because my reviews aren't on new releases, so it makes sense and I'm okay with that because I do still get followers every single day. I used to post PR to get more followers because I was so obsessed with follower count. To be honest, followers were just numbers to me. But now I truly appreciate people that follow me and everyone that engages with my content, and I can actually match names to accounts. I follow around 750 people, so I will be honest, I don't remember everyone because not everyone is posting consistently, but I remember the consistent people and I see them as a person and not a number, which is a huge progress for me. I also appreciate what I have, like makeup and skincare wise. I'm using them a lot and I'm not just buying new things for the sake of it. I'm buying much less and more thoughtfully and it really feels great. I've also realized how lucky and entitled I was. I didn't have to spend money, things were sent to me for free, and now that I've stopped accepting PR, I'm buying things that I didn't need to buy back then. Things like toner, serum, moisturizer, sunscreen, contact lenses, shampoo, conditioner, body soap. I always had them sent to me, but now that I have to buy them myself, I do really think about the price of the product, how cost effective it is, together with shipping costs. I am more critical now that I'm more of a consumer, and I think that people relate to me more, so when I review things, we have a real connection. Would you accept PR again? No. No more gifted collaborations, even if there are no obligations to post, only paid collaborations. If I'm going to accept products, I want it to be work. I want to treat it as work. On Instagram, when I said I was going to stop accepting PR, some people said that I should accept PR from my favorite brands. But I knew that if I accepted one, I would probably say yes to another, and another, and another, and it would just be the same as last time. I would stop enjoying it and hate the process. The other day, I checked my old Instagram accounts before I deleted them, and a lot of brands that I was interested in had reached out offering to send me PR, and it was tempting. It really was tempting to say yes, but I said no. I know myself, and I would keep wanting more and more, so it's just peaceful for me to say no to everyone. At the end of the day, if I want something, I can just buy it. Have you ever lied about a product that you got in PR? No. This is something I truly have pride in. First of all, I didn't accept PR if I wasn't allowed to be honest. I would tell brands up front that if I didn't like the product, I would say that. Some brands said okay, and when they saw how brutal I was, they asked me to remove the content, but I never did because I told them that I was only posting honest reviews. Most of them blocked me. Some people, I guess, just talk about the positives, and some people say that influencers just rave about products to keep getting PR. I do understand both sides. Getting kicked off a PR list does hurt content creation wise. When you stop getting the new releases before the launch date, you can't make new relevant content, so you will see less growth. And it's a fear for some people because they rely on PR to make content, and I think it's kind of natural. If you were in their shoes, you would probably be scared too. Some brands do get offended and you could lose the relationship. So I just want you to understand that aspect. Like, if this was your boss and you said something bad about them to their face, you could get fired. It's kind of like that. So please just try to understand that influencers can be in a weird position and it's not easy to do what we do. I mean, sometimes it's obvious they're lying about a product, and integrity and authenticity is important. We should all have it, but just forget about those people and find someone else you feel like supporting. Everyone is posting the same PR and it's annoying. Apparently, it's not just me. I see a lot of people talking about it on Instagram stories. I have a lot of people in my DMs, and one of them said that I should talk about it in a video. And I was like, do I? Do I? I will. I'm going to admit that I used to do it a lot, so I know how easy it is to go down that rabbit hole, and I also know the behind the scenes. So every single day on Instagram, I see PR posts, which is fine. PR isn't all bad. But when you see the same brands and companies, the same products all day and every day, it kind of makes me think about a lot of things. First of all, when 90% of your feed becomes PR, people lose interest in you and they stop caring about you and your content because all you're doing is promoting. Promoting every now and then is fine, especially when you're an influencer, that's your job. But try to have non PR stuff too. I mean, yes, PR is useful to both influencers and consumers. It means getting products for free and getting new products before the launch date, meaning you can review them for your followers so they can decide if they want to buy it or not. You are doing people a favor. You will definitely grow too because a lot of people still rely on reviews, but there are limits. Back when I was posting PR, some people would tell me that they weren't enjoying my post anymore because it was 90% PR. At that time, I didn't quite understand that. Because even if it was PR, my reviews were honest. I would always lay the pros and the cons, and I had pride in every single post, so I thought it would be like any other post where I had purchased the product myself. But that's not the case. If you received it as PR, if you are posting about it, it's a promotion. It may be a review, it may be honest, but you're still promoting it. Even if you say negative things about it, you are giving them exposure. Your audience will see it as a promotion, and when that is all they see, it puts people off. I mean, what is the point in following your account? If they want to see a promotion, they will just go to the brand's page. A lot of these are affiliate based, so people are sharing their links and codes everywhere and anywhere. Again, it's fine when done in the right amount. I think that people are spamming a little too much. I just wish that these brands would stop taking advantage of small creators. I know what type of agreement and terms these brands send to people in exchange for a free promotion. They've sent it to me, so I know. Obviously, it could be different for some people with more followers, but brands normally just copy and paste the same message or just attach a PDF. They won't write separate individual messages, so most likely the offer I got is the same as what they got. Some requirements are just unbelievable, so I do hope that people negotiated and changed the deal from the initial proposal. I really hope they did. But sometimes you can tell that they didn't, so I just closed the app. Also, if there are posting requirements, that's actually not true PR. PR has definitely changed in these few years. It used to be standard packaging and there were no posting requirements. Brands were like, here you go, hope you like it, and that was it. Now it's flashy packaging, and most of the time, if you have a small following, you only get it sent to you as long as you agree to post about them. The quality of PR has definitely gone down too, product quality wise and posting quality wise. Brands are pumping out so much products, they focus too much on quantity and not quality. They focus too much on sending PR to get the exposure, but they forget that the consumers are the ones actually giving them money. Some influencers are posting terrible images. Some people truly have no pride in their content. I don't see the pride anywhere. Like the product isn't even open and they just take a selfie with the product. And it's blurry, the logo is reversed, so you can't even read the brand name or the product name. Also, can we stop moaning about deadlines because you put yourself there? You agreed to it, so it's kind of your fault. If you don't want deadlines, don't accept the PR in the first place, or at least negotiate when to post it by. I used to do this all the time. I hated seeing the same products promoted on the same day at the same time by so many influencers. So when brands reach out to me, I would tell them that I can only post about it after I've used it for at least a month on the day and time that I would normally post. If they said they wanted me to post 3 days after receiving it on this day at a certain time and they gave me a brief, I would say no. That's how I did PR. But hey, that's just me. Why do brands send a ton of PR to so many people but don't want to pay for content? I hear you, I feel you. It's just cheaper, period. Yes, it's not free for them to send packages, but they have a budget that they need to spend and they've already made a ton of products and they have so many lying around. And if they send it in PR, they know that they will get free promotion most of the time. A lot of creators and influencers, especially people with a small following, are just grateful to receive PR. It's not always about getting it for free. Sometimes it's the recognition. I'm not saying PR is all bad, but you have to understand that the more you say yes to free posting, the more you will not get paid for making content. So many small creators are getting PR, which I think is great. However, I also think that brands really take advantage. The quality of the images some people share are like professional photography. Their captions contain a lot of research, and you can tell that they spent a lot of time on it. Their content gets reposted and brands use it to advertise. But the creators aren't getting paid. They only got a few free products. But they're happy that the brand recognized them, so they keep doing it. It becomes the norm. Brands expect free work from more and more people, and if you charge, you are called entitled, and it pains me. Free work can exist, but paid content can exist too. Getting paid to post is never entitled. If you want to get paid, you just have to stop saying yes to free PR all the time. You have to tell brands that you want to get paid and sometimes turn the free PR down. Don't be afraid to negotiate or say no. It's also always a business transaction and not kindness. Even if it's free PR, even if there's no money involved, it's still a business. When I see kindly gifted on people's posts, I just think that they're too naive. You need to understand that it's not kindness at all and that it's with clear motives. If you understand that, definitely take advantage of PR and use them to grow. But if you really think that the brand cares about you as a person, you might want to think again. Yes, they might really think that you are talented and beautiful and they will say nice things to you, but the first and main reason they send PR is to get in front of your audience, the community you built, and get sales. That is their primary goal. It's not to be nice to you. PR is such a waste and brands should just stop. Most PR are definitely wasteful and they should stop that. But PR itself is a smart move and it's cheaper than normal marketing, so I don't think they should stop PR itself. I just think brands should be more thoughtful. They should definitely stop sending extra things like a makeup brand should only send makeup but not TVs. They should enter the game with their own products and not rely on these expensive, wasteful items. The packaging should be more sustainable too. I mean, I take packaging into consideration when buying things, but the boxes they come in doesn't have to be that big or flashy. And foundation and concealer wise, nobody needs every single shade. No one can use every single shade. That is just pure waste. Even donating is creating waste. Decluttering all the time is creating waste. I think we should all think about how much we bring into our lives when we don't actually need it. And limited edition items should never be sent in PR, in my opinion. If consumers can't buy the product because brands sent too much to the influencers, that's just bad marketing and waste, because even if you do get it advertised, there's not enough stock for people to actually buy. And influencers aren't paying the brand, consumers are. So the way PR is still sent is definitely wasteful, and I thought some brands were doing better, but I guess some brands forget that we're still in a pandemic. If you want to know how to get PR, consider watching this video because I share all the secrets. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in the next one. Happy growing. Bye.